Growing up, I was the class clown. And I was the class clown not only because I wanted attention and validation, I like making people laugh. But at the same time, I like the attention that it brought. Saying stupid things, making fun of myself usually, just to reinforce the fact that I was alive. Reinforce and validate myself that, hey, people notice me, people can see me, people can laugh at me. You know, I'm still here, I'm still living. And it was, like, don't get it wrong. I'm a funny guy, it's my personality, but there's points in my life where I look back, like, you know, I've said some rude shit to some people. I've said some messed up things to teachers, to, you know, made fun of classmates, made fun of, you know, peers, just to get a reaction, just to get a laugh, just to validate other people that, hey, I'm still here, I'm still funny. And, you know, you feel bad about those things growing up because you know it's not your true intention, and it wasn't my purpose to, you know, make fun of people, you know, say stupid jokes to teachers. Like, some of the shit I would say was ruthless. And it's no shape or form excuses my results and the reason why I did it. But I'm going to tell you and get a little bit deeper as to why I did these things. And, you know, people use validation for different things. And people validate themselves in different ways. Me, most of the time it was, you know, jokes, and then, you know, being the class clown. And then later on I moved to social media, and I'll explain that a little bit in, you know, 2 minutes. But to reinforce the class clown thing, I like making people laugh. It made me feel good. But at points I asked myself, like, why do I do this? Why do I really have to, you know, go to the extents that I would go? And it was because I liked being seen. I liked being laughed at. I liked being, you know, the attention to other people. Did I always need the attention? Not always. Did I like the attention? Yes. It was a great feeling. But it almost filled like a hole or like a gap in me that I needed to fill myself. I needed to fill my validation through other people noticing me. And I didn't fill this with like my own self-work, which later on I did, but I filled it with, you know, people laughing at me, people laughing with me, whatever. It wasn't always funny because I enjoyed it. Sometimes I was funny because I desperately needed people to see me. I felt lonely. I felt like I needed eyeballs on me. Like, as weird and fucked up to say, but that's what it is. If people laughed, I existed, you know. If people talked to me, I mattered. And if people liked me, I felt safe. I didn't realize it back then, but every laugh was really asking me, do you really see me? Am I good enough? And that carried on into adulthood, you know. I'd walk into rooms trying to impress everyone. I'd talk too much. I'd force energy. I'd overshare my accomplishments, hoping someone would say, you know, good job. Silence made me uncomfortable because silence meant I wasn't important. And other people, some people, they chase validation other ways. You know, they post on their Instagram stories like I used to do, which I'll touch up on in a second, you know, to get the likes, to get the views, to get the, oh, I still have friends, oh, I exist. You know, people do Snapchat streaks at like 25, 30 years old. It's like, dude, that person on the other side of the screen does not care about you. Like, they're just as bored and lonely. Like, if you're just sending face to face, back to back, still at the age of 25, like, please grow up. Like, whatever, you're 15, 10, do it. 25, 30 years old, like, get a life. Like, I understand if you're sending like cute shit back forth to each other, like a nice moment you want to share, like, oh, like your baby kid is like, you know, taking its first baby steps and you want to share that with some friends, by all means. But like, streaks, all that other stuff, like, grow up. And it wasn't confidence, it was dependency. And then one day something changed. One day I asked myself a question, and it was, if no one saw what I was doing, would I still do it? So this comes and leads me into the Instagram story part. I became an online fitness coach like 2 or 3 years ago because I wanted to help people, improve their life and show and transform their lives just the way that fitness impacted my life. And I started posting stories, started posting videos, and I started oversharing to the sense that like I needed to make sure everybody saw what I was doing. Oh, I was going to the gym. Oh, I was eating healthy. And then I almost fell into this spiral. Like I was thinking to myself, okay, am I doing this for myself or am I doing this for others? Am I like, could I still go to the gym if I didn't, post a shirtless picture of me working out, or, a video of me working out? Like, would I still go to the gym? It was definitely like a good motivator because I wanted to keep people like motivated and accountable. Like, hey guys, like, I'm going to the gym, you go to the gym. So now that I've been off social media for 2 months now, like I'll go into that in a bit, I've reinforced the fact that, 10% of it was, but like 90% because I still do everything that I used to do, it wasn't. But I needed to confirm that inner child, just for the inner child. Anyway, how social media being deleted for 2 months is going. It's fantastic. I couldn't say it any words. Like, I'm planning on keeping Instagram, Facebook, all these TikTok short form content platforms deleted for the rest of my life. I've never been so focused. I've never been so like emotionally calm and emotionally like in tune with like who I am as a person than after I've deleted these apps. Because like I said in previous videos, these apps and the content that you watch make you feel, or at least it was for me, that you are not good enough, that you are like a failure just because, etc., etc., etc. And then they would tell you how to feel things like, oh, if your girl doesn't do this sexual act for you every single day, like she doesn't really love you. Like, what a bunch of horseshit, right? It's like everybody has their own relationship. Everybody has their own way of showing love to each other. It's just social media makes us seem that like, oh, if one person's doing it and if they're happy doing it this way, that everybody needs to be doing that. And that's not true. Because something that works for one person doesn't necessarily have to work for you. You have to discover on your own what you like and what you dislike. And the reason I'm happier, it's like what I've noticed is, dude, like I just want to go dancing. Like I want to dance. I want to move. I'm like making more jokes. I'm finally reconnecting, I would say, with like my grade 9 to grade before, all these short form contents came out. My grade 9 to grade 12 self, like back then, like I was just like such a happy kid. I was like constantly like laughing. I was constantly, like dancing, making jokes. Like I still make jokes and I still dance once in a while, but like now I feel like less pressure to express myself that way. Like this morning I was working out, and or was it last night? Last night I think I was working out, and I was just like every song was just making me feel hyped. I was like busting out dance moves, and I was just feeling great, and just like I want to go out and dance. I want to go out and move my body. Like I don't feel like this sense of like shame that like, oh, if you're not working at your laptop for 20 hours a day, or if you're not, if you take one moment of a break in life and try to enjoy life for a second, you're a failure. Like I don't feel that anymore. I can feel like I feel like I can, like chill for like 5 minutes without having like an anxiety attack or something like that. Yeah, I definitely have my moments where, I feel broken, like going through a lot, and it's definitely affecting, my heart. Like it comes in waves. Like some moments are better than others. Other moments I'm just like, completely bawling my eyes out. Like, you know, I can't even remember, like 3 days ago, I was just deadlifting, I was hitting back, and this one song came on by Eminem and Rihanna, Love the Way You Lie, and I'm just like, I'm feeling music like a little bit more, like, for some reason now. And it was insane. Like this is like one of the bad moments where it was like the song came on, I went to go pick up the weight, it was my heaviest set, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm just lifting the weight, I'm doing deadlifts, and just tears just come bawling out of my eyes. Like, I just start crying, and just like, I'm like thinking about it, like, now I'm about to start crying. But, you know, things come and things go, and, you know, it's nice to feel that, like, the emotions were attached to something real. Because the moment that, like, you delete social media, like, you can actually, like, begin to start feeling your own emotions. You can actually start listening to yourself, like, why am I feeling this? Like, why am I, you know, like, why was I crying? Like, and I associated, and I figured out why I was crying while I was working out. I'm not going to tell you guys because, you know, that's a little personal. Like, I'm not at that kind of relationship yet with you guys. Like, we're friends, we're best buds, but, you know, you're not my best friend. You'll get more inside scoops the closer that we get. But anyway, so, how did I stop needing validation? How did I break through this? And I would say now, like, as arrogant, I guess, and cocky as it sounds, but I'm a pretty confident guy, right? Like, I don't seek validation from people. I don't need people to reiterate my existence. You know, like, I don't feel insecure about things. And this is exactly how I managed to pull through that, and you know, take it with a grain of salt, because it'll work differently for everybody. But I'm sure if you follow at least one of these consistently, it'll work for you. So number 1, do one thing per day that no one sees. Right? For you, not for anybody else. For me, that was cold showers. Every morning I would get out of bed and jump into the cold shower for 1 to 2 minutes. And the reason why I loved it so much was A, because it just woke me up, but B, it's because I'm not bringing my phone, I'm not taking Instagram videos, I'm not vlogging while it's in the cold shower. It's just like me, my mind, my thoughts, and like, I'm doing this for me. Like, I'm not doing this for nobody else, kind of thing. So whether that be for you, you know, reading a book, whether it be what else could there be? Going to the gym if you don't go to the gym, going for a run without having to post it. Like, I remember when I started running, like, I was posting on social media, I was like, oh, I just finished a 5K run, oh, I just finished this run. Like, that was all for validation. Like, I didn't really care about running. Like, I wasn't doing that for myself. I just wanted to show people, hey, I went on a run, right? That leads me to number 2. Would you do this if nobody was watching? If yes, keep going. If no, validation. So if I couldn't post a story of me running, then that was just for validation. Like, there was 1 or 2 times that I went without having to post a story just because I liked the runner's high. But majority of the time, I was just doing it just to, you know, hey guys, look, I'm running. Right? It wasn't for me, it was for other people. So what did I do? I just cut it off. You don't need to know about, you know, I don't need to do it because I'm not doing it for myself because I like it. I'm doing it for so other people can see, type of thing. Number 3, stop over explaining yourself, say less, and move with intention. Not everybody has to know what you mean. Not everybody has to know why you're doing something. Right? If you know truly in your heart why you're doing A, B, or C, keep doing it. Like, if somebody's asking you, why are you doing it? Just because I am. Right? It's just who I am, what I like. Don't have to over-explain yourself in each situation, whether that be to your parents, to your partner, to your siblings, to your friends, to your coworkers. Right? Because the more you explain something, the more insecure you look about it. Number 4, remove the dopamine from approval. Don't post content for others to glorify you. Right? Remove the dopamine from approval. approval, it all starts in childhood. Needing approval from our parents. Hey dad, I did the garden like you asked me. Like, are you proud of me? Are you happy for me? These are like childish things. These are things that we need as children growing up. But if they haven't been worked on, they're going to make you suffer as an adult, or as you enter your teenage and your 20s, 30s, 40s. Because you're going to be looking at, like, from your partner, you're going to be looking at from, other people. You're going to start, going to the gym, and then, your partner's going to look at you, hey, I went to the gym, are you proud of me? Like, yeah, I'm proud of you, but, like, be proud of yourself. Like, you should have that inner confidence that you showed up and you went for the gym for you, not for me. Because I'm proud of you no matter what, because I love you. But you should be proud of yourself. And then number 5, be okay not being liked. You're not here to please everybody. This is a huge one because I was the biggest people pleaser. I was like, my existence, my entire basically high school existence was people pleasing. Even it stemmed to like roughly like my early 20s, like 20. Like, I would say 15 to 20, like 5 years. Even I would say actually elementary. Like, as crazy as it sounds, when I was younger in elementary school, like I feel so bad to this day because I had a group of friends that were my age. And this is gonna suck saying it, but it's it needs to be said because I had a group of friends that I didn't want to lose, and they were around my age. My brother was also in that group of friends. My brother's 2 years younger than me. And sometimes they would bully him. Sometimes they would bully him, and sometimes they would bully him and I wouldn't stand up. I would let them bully him, I was 5, 8 years old, even maybe up till 10, I can't even remember. They would bully him, they would make fun of him, they would, pick on him, and I would never do anything about it. I would just let them. And I would just let them because I was afraid of losing them. I was afraid of them, thinking differently about me. I was afraid of how they would think if I would stop them from, maybe there was some physical bullying. I can't even remember actually now. Maybe I just kind of blocked it out. Like, there was definitely some fights. But it was more verbal. And I would let him pick on him. And now looking back, I should have stood up. I should have said everything, but I was a people pleaser. I was afraid of disappointing people. But at the end of the day, who was I disappointing? I was disappointing my brother and I was disappointing myself. So Michael, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I should have stood up for you. I should have stood up to you when we were younger. And that's one of my biggest regrets. Is letting those kids pick on you when I would just stand there and watch that happen. Yeah. Be okay with not being liked. Stand up for your siblings. Stand up for, your friends. Say things that you truly mean. Say things that mean something to you. Say things that, you in your heart believe. Not, not to scare other people, not to, oh, I wonder what they're going to think of me. Oh, if I say this, they might not like me anymore. No, fuck that, dude. Because what's gonna happen? You're gonna live a life of a fraud. You're gonna live a life of a fraud and you're not gonna live life true to you. And what kind of life is that? When you're gonna die and you're gonna regret because you didn't even figure out who you are, what you liked, because you were so busy making sure everybody else was happy, making sure you didn't hurt anybody else's feelings, but you forgot to take care of your own and the people that mattered to you. Yeah, I didn't even, that was, wow. That last part I did not even, oh my goodness. That last part I did not even like plan to like say or anything. That just like, that was like something that came out of nowhere. I didn't even know how that like, you know, came into my brain. Like I'm saying, like, this is what I mean. Like I deleted social media and it's insane. Like I'm so, like I can actually like feel now. Like I can feel, I just feel like myself. Like who, like, I don't even know how to explain it, man. It's crazy. Like I swear social media just numbed me. Like I was just like depressed. Yeah, man, it's, life's crazy. Life is so crazy. And I pray that you guys never give up on it. Because it's going to get hard. There's going to be moments where it's going to be shit. But as long as you feel those moments, you live with them, and somehow you figure out how to grow from them, it's going to get better. I love you guys. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Create more than you consume. Serve others. Love everyone. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like. And I'll see you in the next one. Stop chasing validation. You are loved. You are validated. You are everything you need to be. I miss you.